I want you to close your eyes and imagine following a map that doesn't lead anywhere. Not a city, not a road, not even a place you've ever seen before. Just a set of random coordinates glowing on your phone screen, daring you to follow them. That's how it began for Sabrina Clark, a 29-year-old woman from Portland who loved strange adventures. The kind of person who found peace in the eerie corners of the internet.
Dark tales whispered at night.
In the summer of 2021, she downloaded an app called Randonautica, a tool that sends users to random geographic points near their location, often linked by nothing more than coincidence. But what happened on her final trip became one of the most chilling cases ever associated with the app. According to her friends, Sabrina wasn't reckless. She worked at a small bookstore downtown, loved photography, and often used her camera to document her solo trips. She told a coworker she wanted to try something new for her channel, a nighttime Randonautica session. Her intention was simple: generate a random location and explore it alone, filming everything for content. The coordinates she received pointed to an old industrial zone near East Market, an area mostly abandoned after a flood in the 1990s. It wasn't a forest or a field, just rows of forgotten warehouses and cracked concrete roads surrounded by trees. But what stood out most was where the pin landed, right at the entrance of an old drainage tunnel, partially covered by moss and rusted gates. Sabrina parked her car nearby at 8:47 p.m. and started recording. Her first clips were uneventful. She laughed nervously, shining her flashlight toward the tunnel. You can still find fragments of that footage online: graffiti walls, dripping water, the echo of her own footsteps. She jokes about feeling watched, saying, "If I die down here, tell my cat I love her." But as the video progresses, the tone shifts. The air sounds heavier. Her breathing quickens. Around the 7-minute mark, she points the camera towards something written on the wall in thick black marker. The light shows who's watching. Her flashlight trembles as she reads it aloud. Then she whispers something, almost too soft to hear. It sounds like someone else is breathing.
The next clip jumps abruptly. The image blurs, the light flickers, and her voice is replaced by a distant mechanical hum. Analysts who reviewed the file later said the distortion wasn't natural. It matched the pattern of electromagnetic interference, similar to what happens when electronic devices are near high-frequency transmitters. But there were no power lines in that area, no reason for the noise. The footage ends with a static frame showing the tunnel's curve, lit by her flashlight beam, and what appears to be a faint human silhouette just at the edge of the light. When Sabrina didn't return home, her family reported her missing the next morning. Police found her car still parked where she'd left it. The door was unlocked. Inside were her backpack, wallet, and phone. The last video file had a corrupted ending, 30 seconds of black screen and the faint sound of dripping water. Forensics experts tried enhancing the audio and discovered 3 knocks, slow, measured, deliberate, and a whisper repeating her name. 2 days later, a rescue team searched the tunnel system. It stretched for nearly a mile before narrowing into collapsed chambers filled with mud and stagnant water. About halfway through, they found her flashlight, still working, dimly flickering against the wall near the same message she had filmed. The light shows who's watching. Investigators marked the spot and continued deeper. but found no further trace. Local residents later told investigators that the tunnels were originally connected to the old storm drainage network, sealed off in the early 2000s. Urban explorers who entered before it was closed claimed to hear strange echoes, like whispers bouncing between the concrete. Some swore that light behaved oddly inside, that beams would bend or fade without any visible obstruction, as if the tunnel itself absorbed it. No body was ever recovered. No footprints, no struggle, no sign of foul play. The case remains open, listed simply as missing person, last seen entering drainage tunnel. Her family still visits the site every year on the anniversary of her disappearance, leaving flowers at the entrance, where the moss grows thicker each season. But there's one last detail the police report doesn't mention. A year later, an urban explorer posted a video of his visit to the same tunnel. Near the midpoint, his camera catches something faintly glowing on the wall, a fresh line of handwriting, black marker over faded paint. It reads, "I showed the light." Whether Sabrina found something beyond the coordinates or became trapped in the space between curiosity and fear, we'll never know. But one thing is certain: the last light in the tunnel didn't go out on its own. If you've ever used Randonautica, if you've ever gone somewhere you weren't supposed to, remember that not every map wants to be followed. If these whispers reached you tonight, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more chill. Until the next chill, good night, sweet dreams, where the whispers wait.